My name is Erin. I'm a Wills and Probate Executive at Owen Kenny in Chichester, and I'm doing the Level 6 Chartered Legal Executive Apprenticeship with Datalaw. 3 words I would use to describe my apprenticeship journey is rewarding, challenging and flexible. I started my career in law by completing the Level 3 Paralegal Apprenticeship with Datalaw. This course gave me the foundation knowledge needed to be a legal professional, and then I moved on to the Level 6 Chartered Legal Executive Apprenticeship. Because obviously I've stuck with Datalaw for both of my apprenticeships, there was a real seamless transition. I was familiar with the tutors and who I was speaking to. I knew who to contact if I had any problems, so from that side of things it was all really good. So from doing my Level 3 Paralegal Apprenticeship to now, when I was doing my Level 3 Paralegal Apprenticeship, I was a legal assistant, so I was assisting a solicitor with their day-to-day work. Compared to now, I have my complete own caseload. I actually have an assistant of my own. So not only has my legal knowledge grown, but I've really built in confidence and the level of responsibility that I can take on at work. The support from Datalaw I've received through both of my apprenticeships has been great. All of my tutors are really encouraging, they're easy to get hold of, they're always really happy to help, and yeah, it's just made the experience a lot better. In particular, I've had a lot to do with Alex. She's not been my tutor as such, but she's taken a lot of our workshops and she's always been fantastic. I've actually never known someone to be so encouraging. I mean, she clearly loves teaching, and that really reflects in all of her workshops, makes them more enjoyable. So my day-to-day responsibilities look like seeing clients, speaking to them on the phone. I also train a paralegal, and she's just completed her Level 3 Paralegal Apprenticeship with Datalaw, which went really well, and she'll soon be moving on to this one as well. So I spend quite a lot of my time training and drafting legal documents. If I had to give advice to someone thinking about this qualification, I would say you need to be prepared to work hard. It is very time consuming, obviously balancing full-time work and full-time study, but equally it is very rewarding. I think as much as it is difficult, it's exciting, and every day you're one step closer to reaching your end goal. So on my Level 3 Paralegal Apprenticeship, I was a legal assistant, so my role was primarily admin focused. And then as I moved forward onto this apprenticeship, the Level 6 Chartered Legal Executive Apprenticeship, my role is a lot more managerial, where I train someone else, and the responsibility of my workload. I have my own clients, have my own workload and caseload really, and then obviously my plan in future is to step into more managerial roles. So Datalaw will hopefully see me go from the very start to where I'm more of an office junior all the way to the end, but hopefully I'm in a managerial position. I would definitely recommend Datalaw to other aspiring professionals. I think that they've been great in not only delivering the content of the course, but just really wanting to see all of their students succeed and not just get bare minimum marks, get full marks. And yeah. Since I started my journey with Datalaw, the biggest change I've seen in myself is definitely confidence. I feel like the more legal knowledge and practical skills that you learn, the more you feel confident meeting clients, speaking to them because you know what you're doing. And I'd say I'm most proud of probably the volume of exams I've had to sit that I've managed to pass. I think it's been quite good. Yeah, how many? I have to remember. I think I've done 5 now. It's on my notes page. Can I just have a quick look? I keep them on there just to remind myself, like, you passed the last 5, you can keep passing them. So I've sat a law and practice exam, which I got 90% in, human rights and public law, which I got 86%, contract and tort law, where I got 80%, and dispute resolution, 92%. And then in a couple of weeks' time, I've got land.